In this spotlight, we are going to be talking about Melbourne-based author Jane Harper. She's written around 5 books and they are all mysteries and thrillers. Let's dive in. The Dry, Force of Nature and Exiles follow the same detective, Federal Police Officer Aaron Falk. He works with the fraud department. In The Dry, he's taken back to his hometown where he and his father were basically driven out of town after the suspicious ending of one of the girls that Aaron was friends with. He goes back because one of his friends from when he was a teenager has met a similar end. The family of Luke, the deceased, asks him to look into it, thinking that there was something quite suspicious about it. So he does. In the second book involving Aaron, one of his key witnesses in a case has gone missing on a overnight bush walk. It was meant to be a team building exercise amongst colleagues. Something suspicious is happening out there and he's there to find out what it is. And then in Exiles, he is on holidays and he goes to a small town in South Australia to visit a friend. Their baby is getting christened and a mystery ensues and he is there to help them out. And this is actually the last book, as far as I'm aware, that involves Aaron. The really great thing about these is each one is standalone. So you have a complete story in each one. I do recommend reading them in this order, however, if you want to sort of follow Aaron's arc through all of these books that involve him. Jane Harper also has 2 complete standalone mysteries. The first one is, I think this was the first one of her books that I actually read and I absolutely loved it. It's The Lost Man. And in this, it's out on a very remote property where a brother is found by his brother. It seems a little bit suspicious of how he has met his end. And they're just trying to piece things together. And the twist in this is pretty epic. It caught me by surprise. I really enjoyed this. It was very good. And then we have The Survivors, where a young man goes back home to his hometown to visit his parents, and some secrets and mysteries from his past get dredged back up again. He really does want answers, but, you know, you'll have to wait and see what they are. This is really excellent as well. It's different from the others, but it's a great mystery and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Something else that I think is worth mentioning is that there isn't a lot of foul language in these books, and there's also no descriptive spicy times either. So if those are things that you're not a big fan of in books, then Jane Harper might be a good author for you to consider for those reasons. Both of those are things that my father, who is 81, doesn't like, and he thoroughly approves of Jane Harper's books. So if that helps at all, they've got the seal of approval from my father. Yay! Anyway, these are great books. They have a really nice Aussie flair to them, and as a proud Australian, that is something that I certainly appreciate. It's lovely to see the Aussie bush and our culture and the colloquialisms that we use when we speak really represented on the page. I hope you enjoy them as much as I have. If you like a good mystery, consider checking out Jane Harper.